and I don't have long to share this with you. I need to say something clearly because I feel people are feeling this right now and they don't know how to articulate it. I'm Bob the Healer, a spiritual healer and intuitive psychic, and I'm here to share a message with you all. Okay? They don't know how to name it. They, meaning you possibly watching this, but anyone who this resonates with. There's been a collective identity shift. That's what we'll call it. A collective identity shift. And there's so much going on in so little time, but I would highly recommend going down my YouTube timeline to get some insight and more clarity on what I'm about to break down for you. There is a pull on the collective to feel something, to do something better, something greater. And I know a lot of you have been feeling this call. You have been sleeping a lot. You have been daydreaming a lot. You have been feeling this humdrum energy that has been keeping you in a fog, to be quite honest. Some of you are stuck between the 3D and the 5D. Yes, you're stuck between the realization of the manifestation of the new creation that God is creating. We are venturing into the new world. Can we get close, personal, intimate? Okay, we are venturing into the new world, and because of this, you're going to feel so many shifts. Shifts in your body, like I said, like exhaustion and tired. Some of you just don't feel like you're resonating with the environments that you used to. And you may not know how to name it, but what you can call this is that you are going through a transformative shift. You're going through a transformative shift that is transitioning the entire collective. And some don't want to hear this call. Some are resisting this call. And personally, myself, I was resisting it. Okay, I was resisting this ease. There's this ease that we're all moving into. There's this ease that we are all going to learn. And it starts with unconditioning. Praise God, right? That we are all unconditioning from these learned structures. And these learned structures are really keeping us in dialogue with spirit. Okay, these learned structures have been, keeping us from dialogue with spirit. So, for instance, this busyness, this hard work culture, doing everything fast, quick, in a hurry, that is not in alignment with spirit. Okay, it took spirit 7 days to create the earth, right? So we are moving out of this flow of like quickness, rushing, this feeling that we need to hurry. And yes, the reality is you've been living in two different timelines. That's why you're exhausted. That's why you're overwhelmed. That's why you're consumed. Your spirit is trying to decide if you want to get rid of the old life or go towards and press forward to the new. And yes, I know this can be an overwhelming process. This can make you anxious. Some of you are feeling depressed because you can literally feel your old self dying. It's a rebirth, it's a renewal, it's a transformation. And you don't have to sit in the emotions, but you do have to go through this cocoon phase. Now, what you will notice is your energy may drop off, okay? What you may notice is that you are tuning out more and tuning in more frequently, okay? Your nervous system is a little bit more sensitive. This is resonating. Like, share, subscribe, okay? Your diet is going to change. We're going to be switching out that fast food for fruits and vegetables, you see, and the things that you had this appetite for, you no longer will. Okay, this appetite for that fast culture, fast fashion, doing things that were unintentional or not conscious. Okay, those things are going to be falling by the wayside. All right, you may feel this shift happening quickly. Some of you are already going through it, and some of you are getting that call, that initiation. You see, that's what's happening. The collective is going through an initiation, a spiritual transformation. And it's a frequency shift that is requiring you to change your everyday activities. No longer can you be unintentional. No longer can you keep doing this without ease. You can't do it. Quite frankly, your body is exhausted. Quite frankly, you've been overwhelmed with what society and the community around you has been offering you. And that is why you are ready for this transition. And so it will start to look like your diet, it will start to shift in your sleeping schedule. You will be more intentional with your time. I said you will be more intentional with your time. Write these things down, honey. You'll start changing up your dressing. You'll start changing up your flow because the ascension process is really calling you to your life's purpose. And the ways and the way that you were dressing, behaving, acting before won't cut it anymore. I said the ways in which you were behaving, acting, and dressing will not cut it anymore. This is a metamorphosis process. That's why you're not fitting in anymore. That's why you're not resonating with your environment, babe. You are ready for the next level. And spirit put this on your timeline because you're ready to grow, because you're ready to know how to take it up to the next level. And you've been praying for it. You've been asking for it. You've been asking. And your intentions and your attitude. And quite frankly, you're just like, look, I'm fed up with what I'm dealing with in society, in my career, in my family dynamics. I'm done with it. Goodbye. This is resonating. Like, share, subscribe. Like it up, baby. How are you identifying with this change? Okay. From your emotions, like I said, some of you are grieving. You're grieving your old life, your old self, and that can be hard as you're transitioning into another dimension. Okay. As you are shifting into this other dimension and this new frequency, your old self, you can feel it detaching from your new identity. And that can be a rough transition. I feel for you. I'm coming out on the other side. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience, babe. Take your time in this transition. I know this may feel overwhelming. I know you may feel uneasy learning how to adjust to ease, mainly because this is not something that your parents taught you or your ancestor taught you. This is something that you are going to have to break and learn yourself. How to live in your purpose with ease, how to show up every day intentional and conscious of your time and of your efforts. No longer living in a paradigm that is constructed for you that doesn't fit for you. You see, most of you have been living in a constructed reality that you don't agree with, that your soul doesn't agree with, that every day your soul is asking you, please let me free. I want freedom from this life that is not mine, from this life that I didn't create with spirit. And spirit is giving you this opportunity to go towards your life purpose and your life calling, and you will feel that shift frequently. It's a frequency shift. It's a transitioning of your mind. And for the next 30 days, we will work through this together, okay? As a community, as a society, as we go through this transition. And don't be worried. Don't be in fear. Spirit has guided me to this position to help you so that you don't have to be afraid or be in fear. And it will come up. Those feelings are going to come up, babe. Transitioning your life and breaking out this old paradigm will create resistance. That's a part of the shift. Let it roll off like water. Okay? It wants you, it meaning the universe wants you to say, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue to do this. And as the algorithm starts to adjust and shift, you're going to notice things moving out of place because you are changing at a cellular level. Your frequency is shifting. You are no longer, you're alchemizing, babe. You're no longer at that same frequency that you used to be at that created the same life that you were no longer and you are no longer operating in. I'm talking to the old you and the new you simultaneously. Okay? And so as you go through this frequency shift, give yourself grace. Understand that your emotions are going to change, that your relationships are going to change, and your routine is going to change. Okay? And I can't get into everything today, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you yourself want to book that personal reading so that you can have a coach that helps you through this shift, because some of you are already going through this and you've been struggling with the emotional shift, and a lot of relationships have ended in the last 30 days for you, and it's making you overwhelmed. Okay? Reach out to your girl. Book that reading. Let's talk about how to create a routine that helps harness the new version of you. How you're going to dress, how you're going to eat, how you're going to show up to the day. Your whole process and mindset is going to change in these next 30 days to align with your God-given purpose. And God has put me in this position to help you. So don't be afraid and don't be fearful. Just hit that link, okay? And we can sit down for 30 minutes and we can talk about it. Or you can click the link in my bio, join the society, and get your yearly reading for free. Okay? But I want you to understand, don't be afraid of this shift. It's for all of the collective, for our highest good. And if these relationships that you have been grieving are in alignment, they'll come back at the right time. Okay? They'll come back at the right time, darling. Don't be worried. Don't be pressed about it. Just get your routine ready for this next level. That is so imperative, and Spirit wants you to know that you can't mess around with time. You have to be very conscious of the time that God is giving you and be intentional with the routine. Now, a routine is not a schedule. That's the difference. Okay? When you have a routine, that means at any time you can pick that up and go with it. When you're on a schedule, it's rigid and there's no room for spirit. Spirit wants to know that at any moment, an opportunity can come to you and you're prepared. But your routine puts you in the flow and the frequency of your highest good. So I can also help you do that. Develop your own routine that aligns with your life purpose. So click the link in the bio as well. Now, I want to also talk about these relationships because I know that for some of you, this can be a little difficult to detach from relationships that depended on the old version of you, right? With this transition, it's going to require a silent retreat. Okay, I want you to write this down. Silent retreat. Spirit is calling you to 30 days of just learning how to be in your own company in silence so that you can hear from Spirit and get direction on this new path. All the chaos, clear it out. All the distractions, let them go. Social media can be a distraction, but tune in to Bob the Healer, hit that subscribe so you know, okay? But you want to be in the flow and the frequency to be ready for your next opportunity. And you can't do that. You've got all these distractions. So I want you to start clearing out and making space for the new things that God is going to bless you with. Okay? If this is resonating, make sure you are commenting below. All right, guys, I'm almost out of here. So thank you for rocking with me. I do want to remind you that through these ebbs and flows of emotions, get you some grounding routines, okay? Get your spirit grounded, okay? Go outside, go outdoors, okay? Within these 30 days, I want 6 days to be you intentionally setting to go outdoors and connecting with the universe. Because as these shifts are happening around us, you don't want to be out of sync. You don't want to be out of flow. And staying connected with Earth, whether that's hugging a tree, going to the park, going on a hike, going for a run, being connected with God's Earth will keep you in flow with the changes that are happening all around us. Okay? And don't get swept up in these changes. Flow with these changes. Learn how to flow. And flowing with ease. Resistance will make you drown. Okay? Resistance will make you drown in your emotions. It will make you feel overwhelmed. And Spirit does not want you in fear. Spirit wants you ready for an opportunity, ready for the next level, and ready to be in divine purpose. Thank you so much, guys, for rocking with me. And if you're new here, make sure you are subscribed, okay? And click the link in my bio so you can book your own personal message. God bless and have a great afternoon.